The Bhagavad Gita is a scriptural text that has been extracted from a much larger text known as the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata is probably one of the largest texts known to mankind. It has almost 100,000 verses, and it's said to be written by the sage Ved-Vyasa. The Mahabharata contains so many stories. They're all elucidating many facts about life. But they're basically all explaining the philosophy of the Mahabharata, which is encapsulated in the 700 verses of the Bhagavad Gita. This text is very sacred. It is like a Bible to the Hindus. It's also is the Prasthanatraya, which is the three foundational textbooks of Vedanta. And the other two besides the Bhagavad Gita being the Upanishads and the Brahma Sutras. Now, this text, so sacred, so divine, so important in the tradition, what is its message? What is it trying to tell us? Its entire message can be encapsulated between its first and last words. It begins with the word Dharma. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha. So it starts with the word Dharma and then ends with the word Mama. Iti mati mama, it ends with the word Mama. So if we have to understand what is the message of the Bhagavad Gita, it has to be this Dharma Mama. What is my Dharma? The whole point of the Bhagavad Gita is to understand this simple concept. What is my Dharma? Now, what is my Dharma means what? What is Dharma? Dharma means, well, many things, but in this context, Dharma means original nature. Who am I? What am I? The Dharma of sugar is sweetness. The Dharma of fire is heat. You can have brown sugar and blue sugar and castor sugar and all sorts of sugar, but you can never have sugar which is not sweet. You can have a conflagration, you can have a spark, you can have a big fire, a small fire, you can have any type of fire, but wherever there is fire, there will be heat. The Dharma of sugar is sweetness. Sugar will always be sweet. The Dharma of fire is heat. There will always be heat. What is my Dharma? Who am I? What am I? This is what the Bhagavad Gita is trying to tell us. So what is my original nature? Who am I? What Vedanta tells us is who I am. The answer to that question the Guru gives is, he says, Tat Tvam Asi, that thou art. That which you are seeking, that self, that God, whatever you are seeking, that thou art, the ultimate truth, the ultimate reality. In other words, you are God, you are Brahman. If it be true that I am God, if it be true that I am the ultimate reality, then why do I not know this? This is me, then why don't I know that I am God? Why do I feel limited? Why do I feel that I'm not that? This is because my original nature, the God principle in me, is encrusted with desires. My desires make the world very interesting to me. And since this incrustation of desires is there, I cannot see anything for what it really is. It's the nature of desires. It makes us see things the way we would like to see them, not what they really are. So because of the incrustation of desires, I do not know myself for what I am, which is that God principle. So the whole spiritual sadhana is nothing but the removal of these desires. Therefore, all religions have personified desire as the negative part. Christianity calls it Satan, and Mohammedism calls it Shaitan. Buddhism calls it Mara, Hindus call it Asura. That which stands between us and God. But what stops me from knowing myself, my understanding my own greatness, are my own desires. So the whole spiritual path is the removal of these desires. Some people say, look, we are very busy with our life. We have no time for spirituality. Who's going to do all this stuff? I can't do it. I have many things to do in this world. To which the Bhagavad Gita also draws our attention to the fact that desires are not only an interruption in our spiritual life. Desires are an interruption in our material life. This is something we need to understand. Just think about it. Why does our productivity fall? Because of desires. Why does a student not write the exam as well as he knows how to do it? Because he's caught up with the desire. Why can't a young man go and speak to a girl he likes? Why does he mess it up? Why can't he just have a normal conversation? Desire. Why is it that I cannot sleep at night? Desire. Everything that is stopping me from being productive is desire. So my actions, my productivity, my success is interrupted by desire. My relationships with people are interrupted by desire. I'm not able to have a proper relationship because I'm always pushing my desire on other people, telling other people what to do, how to behave, how they should make me happy. I'm not able to have a harmonious relationship because of desire. I'm not able to be happy because of desires. The more the desires are playing in me, the less happiness I will experience. I'm always thinking about what I don't have and making myself utterly miserable about it. I may have all the things of the world and lack just one, and I can be utterly miserable. So what's giving me misery? What's taking my happiness away? Desire. What's taking my morality away? Why are people not ethical? Why are people not moral nowadays? Desire. When you desire so much wealth, well beyond your own capacities, what will you do other than being criminal, being immoral? What else will you do? Every time we have done an immoral act, is it not because of desire? Our knowledge is intercepted by desire too. Haven't you ever seen this? That you always know how to respond to another person. Suppose someone has been rude to you at a party. You know exactly how to respond to him after you get home. At that point, you don't know what to say. Why do you not know what to say at that point? Why do you know what to say when you get back home? Desire has been interrupting your knowledge. Desire, therefore, ruins not only our spiritual life, but also our material life. It interrupts our ability to do proper action. It interrupts our relationships. It interrupts our happiness. It interrupts our morality. It interrupts our knowledge. And yet we want to cling on to it. Strange. So the Bhagavad Gita tells us that the way to a productive life is through the removal of these desires. But the thing about desires is, how do you remove them? If you have a desire, you have it. How can you remove it? Suppose I want money. Well, I want money. How can I remove the desire for money? If I start thinking, I don't want money, well, I'm still thinking of money, am I not? So you can remove desires. What you can do is redirect desires. Have something higher in life. When you are determined to reach some higher spiritual goal or any higher goal, the lower desires automatically fall off. So how does one execute that? You do it in 3 parts. Religion gives us 3 parts. Karma Yoga, which means with our body we serve. Bhakti Yoga, which means with our mind we feel gratitude and surrender. And Jnana Yoga, with our intellect, we discriminate between the higher and the lower. By these methods, desires reduce. And then we come to the next stage, which is known as Dhyana Yoga. And from Dhyana, meditation, we reach the state of enlightenment or self-realization, where we come to know what is our original nature. We find out who we are. We are that infinite self. We are that all-powerful being. At the moment, misunderstanding ourselves to be this limited creature. So what is the message of the Bhagavad Gita? To understand dharma mama, what is my being? Who am I? What I am is that eternal self.